Hello everybody, my name is Vin and today we're playing Dark Souls. So, Dark Souls. This game, I'm not gonna lie, is pretty fucking easy. I don't like how people call this game as a really hard game. It's not that hard, you just need to learn how to get good. And what I mean by that, I'm talking about you need to be an aspect where you have to understand the game. And I'm going to explain how to play it, how to beat the bosses, how certain things work, and this is gonna be like that. This is not gonna be an extra playthrough while I've been getting every item and doing everything. I will also not be doing the DLCs, but that's about everything. Let's get started. I did, because I haven't played this game in a long time, I did do another playthrough about to the start.
Yes, indeed.
To just get freshened up. And I'm gonna be quiet.
It is called Lothric, where the transitory lands of the Lords of Cinder converge. In venturing north, the pilgrims discover the truth of the old words. The fire fades, and the lords go without thrones.
These guys are called pilgrims. They're not an enemy or anything, I just wanted to say that.
When the link of fire is threatened, the bell tolls, unearthing the old Lords of Cinder from their graves. Aldrich, Saint of the Deep, Farron's Undead Legion, the Abyss Watchers. And the reclusive lord of the profaned capital, Yom the Giant. Only in truth, the lords will abandon their thrones. And the unkindled will rise. Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be cinder. And so it is that ash seeketh embers.
Okay. So, the game will load. Okay. For her name, I'm gonna just call ourselves Yuri. Okay. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different classes. Oh, going over them. The knight, not gonna say this, but best class in this whole thing. Starts off with high vitality. Let me start with all the stats. Level is basically how much you upgraded. Vigor is your health. Attunement is how much. It has two different variations. Attunement is how attending to the number you have is the amount of spells you can hold, and how much you can use of those spells. Endurance is your stamina. Vitality is your equipment load. Strength and dexterity is for weapons. Also, intelligence and faith are for spells and some weapons and armor. And luck is the chances of you getting a weapon. Knight is the best because it starts off with a pretty decent shield, which does 100% which blocks 100% of damage, and he gets a pretty good weapon as well. The mercenary gets a dual wield, which is new to the game, and a pretty weird. I would not recommend using this character. The warrior, the same thing. I would use this guy, but not really my preference right now. Herald also gets a 100% shield, but with the stuff he gets, he's not good. The thief has a very good parrying shield, which I will get to later, and a dagger to go with it, and a bow and arrow. But everything else is not good. The assassin is really good for speedrunning, but for anything else, he is bad. Parrying though is really good. The sorcerer is like any sorcerer class you would find in a game. Is a class that doesn't like to take hits, but does a high amounts of magic damage. Pyromancer is the same thing. Cleric is a little different from the sorcerer, but it's basically the same thing. And the deprive is okay. I wouldn't use it. Now, when you pick a class, you can always switch. You don't have to stay in that class. I am actually going to be a sorcerer with a solid soul. Okay. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to go away for a way, and then I'll come back, but I'll come back in a bit. I am back. Okay. So, basically in this game, I will be teaching you the controls. And if the game, I like the concept of it. I want to, whenever Bloodborne 2 is gonna come out, I might get it. Dark Souls Remastered I wish to get, but I am very poor. And I have no money right now. Okay. About my schedule, I think I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be doing Dark Souls on Sunday, and then probably a Fortnite stream on Saturday if my friends are playing. Okay, let's learn the controls. R1 is a basic attack. R2 is a heavy attack. Square is to do things, to interact. If you also hold square and move your controller around, you do weird stuff. Left arrow switches your left hand item. Right arrow switches your right hand arrow. Up arrow switches your spell. And then the bottom switches your item. To use items, you press square. To one hand your right, you use triangle. To right hand your left, you hold triangle. To roll, you use circle. To run, you just hold circle. If there's not an enemy and you press R3, you do focus your camera. If you just look around, you do. If there is an enemy, it will lock on. If you do run and you press R and you press L3, you will jump. With a shield, if you press L2, sometimes it will parry or it will do a weapon art. L2 is basically whatever your weapon art is. If you have a shield, you use L1 and it blocks, and that's it. That's basically the controls. Options will open up your inventory, equipment, inventory, status, and system. Since I'm playing offline right now, I'm not going to be going through messages. Also, there is stuff like this, and basically, we're gonna, this is a memory. They're not hard. Just 2 slashes with this sword will do it. Most classes will one-shot, but this class doesn't have that ability because of the nail breaker shooting. This enemy, action Estus Flask and Estus Flask heals your FP and your HP. Estus Flask is for HP in most Dark Souls games, but now there's a new bar called the FP bar, which uses action Estus Flask. This is dead, but they're not. Dark Souls has a lot of that, and just this is just summon you. Red things on the floor are called messages. Just press X on them and you can read them. Some you start using tutorials, but if you are online, there will be like hilarious ones. You can. I would go into PvP, but I'm not going to do that. If you are actually good at the game, I recommend coming here and fighting this thing. This is the mother of the blizzards. They are not that they're scattered around that area. I do recommend fighting this game for a load of souls. And you get that. Oops, sorry. Dark Souls is like not like an RPG. I will be posting 2 videos today. That you will get a Titanite slab. I will get to all the items after the boss fight. I'll try to do like most videos will be like key moments of the game. Like, I'll end the video there. I won't end the video at the boss fight. I'll probably be ending the video at the shrine. Actually, no, I'll end it at the boss fight. Basically, this is what I love about Dark Souls 3. Since of the engine of the PS4 and modern games, it just looks beautiful. If you look up, you see those towers? Yeah, those will be there. Also will be over there, but look at that. That's beautiful. It's just, wow. Bonfires. I have a lot to do, but I'll be going over that on the second episode. I'll go over it later. These are upgraded. These are harder enemies. so how to dodge. Like I said, I'm not an expert. I hear someone. A huge part of Dark Souls is listening. You want to jump to this platform to get that item. If you drop it, you get that item. I want to showcase a backstory. Get behind an enemy. You get behind their left arm, actually. You will be doing a backstab. I'm gonna cheese this. It is I prefer the soul arrow. That's just an item we'll be getting over when we finish the boss. I can get. Yeah, I'll go to the boss fight, why not? Okay. The boss's name is called Index Gundir. Now, Index is not the easiest boss. There are easier bosses in this game. Trust me. This guy. He has 2 different boss fights. But I'll be going over that. The reason I did the first you will get Ember. Ember will restore 1/3 of your, grant you an additional 1/3 of your HP. And whenever you kill a boss, actually, since I did beat the boss, I will actually be showcasing all the items we got. Let's talk about the fire bombs. Actually, yeah, fire bombs. Firebomb is basically a throwable, it's just a way to do fire damage. It's nothing, it's useful. Index Junior, this is a way to just make that fight easier, but I really not. Fading soul items look like these, they're just white wisp. They just give you souls. The lowest is the fading soul, which gives you 50. And then I actually don't know the highest because I never played New Game Plus 2 or New Game Plus 3 ever. The way of the white circle, this is basically just a way to not do PvP. Also the black separation. Dark sign is Homeward Bones. I'll give over those later in the second episode. But if you use this, you lose all your souls, but you return to the bonfire. Titanite. Materials are basically just to upgrade stuff. Key items, they're just key items. Spells are what they sound like. Melee weapons are what they sound like. Ranged weapons are basically bows and crossbows. Catalysts are how you use your spells. The shields are what they sound like they do. The sorcerer, head, chest, hands, and legs are basically just your armor. Arrow and bolts are what you use for the ranged weapons. Rings are you can equip up to 4, and they just boost things, or they give you something. Covenant we'll be getting over later. Status, nothing. I think that's it. Yeah, so in the next episode we will be going to the Shrine Bonfire, but I will be seeing you in the next one. Bye bye.